Everyone, my name is Kunal Oswani and I'm from the class 7103. Today I will be teaching you what the lines of code mean in this scratch racing game. The code when space key is pressed, this one right here, that means that whenever you press the space key, then it would switch costume back to costume 1 because I have two costumes. Costume 2 is the crashed car. So it would switch the costume back to the normal car and not the crashed one, and it will go to the coordinates x negative 120 and y negative 104, and it's going to point in direction negative 90, so it faces the left hand side. This code right here, when left arrow key is pressed, turn left 30 degrees. That means that the car is going to move left 30 degrees just like this. And the same thing for when right arrow key is pressed. Instead I just changed everything so that I would turn right. So when right arrow key is pressed, turn right 30 degrees, like this. And now for the final piece of code right here, the longest one, when space key is pressed, wait 1 second. So whenever you restart the game, then you have to wait for 1 second. And then I added the forever key, so it will always do this. So it's always gonna move 3 steps. Like the more the steps, the faster it will go. And then I added four if then statements. If like the first one is if touching the color green, then it would switch the costume to costume 2, which is the crashed car, and it would stop the script, so you would have to restart the whole game. And I also added one, like if touching color red, then move 5 steps. So red is this. So these red dots right here is the speed boost. And the other one is if touching the color yellow, then it's gonna say like you win for 5 seconds. And for some reason, when I was touching these outer bits right here, then it wasn't like then it wasn't stopping the game. It was still continuing. So I had to write switch costume to costume 2 and stop the script again. So this is, and because I also wanted to make it two players, I made another sprite. And for this one, it's basically the same thing with Sprite 1. Instead, it has different keys pressed. So the restart, so instead of the space key, it's the R key for this. And instead of the left arrow key and the right arrow key for turning, I made it A and D. So A for turning left and right for turning D. Thank you for watching the meanings of my code.